Hello and welcome to our upper body series of our strength training guide for runners. The first exercise we're going to go through is going to be proper form for doing a push-up. Now this is an exercise that can be done in a number of different ways with a number of different progressions depending on how strong you are. I'm going to be showing you a push-up progression from your knees, a modified push-up from your knees, and of course what that progression would look like into doing a push-up from your toes. For a beginner starting point for push-ups, if push-ups from your knees are even a little bit too difficult for you, then I like to use something like a countertop height or something that's, maybe around like your waist height or hip height that you can safely put your body weight on. So a countertop works great for this to be able to start your push-up progressions. But if you're doing push-ups from your knees, then the key here is that we want to ensure that we're keeping our core engaged, and so our back is nice and flat and our hips are not going up in the air during our push-up. So we're gonna have our hands placed under our shoulders, and as we lower down, our elbows are gonna be going out to the side and just pointing back a little bit, and then we're gonna be pushing ourselves up. So our body and our core is moving as one lever, as one piece. We're not having our hips or our bum popping up into the air, and we're keeping that core nice and engaged. So then we're progressing to doing a push-up from our knees. Then we want to have that same form, that core engagement. We're not having those hips pop up into the air. And what that's going to look like will be like this. So throughout that set, my core is engaged. I'm still remembering to breathe, but I'm not allowing my lower back to get too saggy or pop up in the air. So for the next exercise in our upper body series, we're going to be doing a bent over row with dumbbells. So for this exercise, you are going to need a set of dumbbells. You can also use a barbell or a kettlebell if that's what you have around. We can also do a row using something like a resistance band. We just need something that we can attach that resistance band to, or you can use your feet and do a seated row sitting on the floor. But for our purposes today, for this demonstration, we're gonna be using dumbbells. We'll be doing a standing bent over row with our dumbbells. What that's gonna look like is we're gonna bend over. Now the key is we wanna keep our back flat and our core engaged throughout this movement. So my back is not curved or hunched over, my hips are sticking out behind me, and I've got a nice engaged core here to protect my back. Then I'm going to be bringing the dumbbells in behind me, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades as I go. And that's our dumbbell bent over row. Our final exercise in our upper body series is going to be an overhead shoulder press. Now, the reason that I've chosen these three exercises is because they target all the major muscles in our upper body and will give you a great, streamlined, but efficient workout so you can get on with the rest of your day. So to do a shoulder press, we're gonna have two dumbbells, and we're gonna start here holding our dumbbells at about shoulder height. Then all we're going to do is we're gonna push the dumbbells into the air above our head and lower them back down. A couple of keys here with your form is you want to keep your core engaged so that you're not having an excess in either bending forward or bending backward during this movement. So from the side, you can see that my body is in alignment. My hips stay stacked underneath me. I'm not bending forward and I'm not bending back with the weights in my hand. And so that's how we can do a great shoulder press and round out our upper body work.